Hey guys, so it's Emily here, aka the Nerdy Unicorn, and I have a couple of games I wanted to share with you. As soon as I make sure this is actually started. There, should be good now. So like I said, I'm doing a party for Tryazon. I have two games to show you. Both of them are from a company called Skillmatics. They specialize in learning games. And so they're letting me show them to you in the hopes that you guys might see something that will interest you for the kids in your life. The two games they sent me were for younger players. They sent me Guessin' 10 Junior, Animal Kingdom. This one's for 3 to 6-year-olds. And then they sent me this one, Found It, the indoors game for 4 to 7-year-olds. Both of them have come in to play. And I hate this thing. Okay, sorry. Both of them have come in handy this week. My husband has been sick, so we've been at home. And the kids have been absolutely crazy inside the house. So, we'll start with Guessin' 10. I played this one first with my daughter, who is 5. It's the Animal Kingdom version. They have different ones. Comes with, this one is the tile case. It just pops up. I'm going to show you how this works. These are the tiles that you get in the game. Just some of them. I'm going to explain how they work and how you do this. And then clearly my daughter put these up. There we go. These are the cards. You have various animals on all the different cards. This one's an, I can show it to you right. This is an eagle. You've got the giraffe. Undersea, you got the octopus. Anyways, so you take the cards. And you put them down. And then you have these. The little tiles that I showed you earlier. So let's say it's your turn. I'm going to draw the card so that you can't see what's on the other side. You're going to draw the tile. The tile helps you out, and you'll actually see in the instructions how to use the tiles a little bit better. But like this one, you would ask the question, is it fast or is it slow? And then you have to guess before you use up all of your tile cards, or Guessin' 10, because there are 10, what my animal is on the card. If you get it right, you get to keep the card. So, we played this one several times. It takes a little getting used to for the younger ages as you try to explain this. Because she kept trying to say, is it a cheetah? So you kind of have to explain what these mean. Like this one. You're going to ask, does it have any special features? Does it have a pattern on its fur? Does it have horns or antlers? Things like that. Or this one. What kind of habitat does it live in? And then you've got these 3. These are hint cards where you can ask for a hint. And then you would basically just play it through until they either guess or they max out their 10, and then you pass on. So that was this game. And I would have to say it was a lot of fun. It was very interesting to see where her mind would go on answering the questions or asking the questions. But that's Guess in 10. Put the game back. Okay. And then you have this one. This is the Scavenger Hunt. This one is supposed to be for 4 to 7-year-olds. However, honestly, whenever you're stuck in the house for a whole week, anybody will want to play it. So this one, my two daughters played while I was busy, but I got to listen in. You have all these different cards they've created, and you have basically a scavenger hunt inside your own home, which I thought was pretty cool because I normally do that anyways. I like putting them together when we can't go out. So we'll start with this one. Something that begins with the letter S. So basically, she would have to run around the house. She would have to try to find something that started with the letter S. And then at the bottom, it says, what is it used for? And then she'd have to explain, okay, well, this is used like stocking, for instance. We got them hung out for Christmas. Well, it holds little Christmas presents. And then to take it a step further, can you name an animal that begins with S? Snake. So she would have to come up with each one of them, or whoever. Like I said, my two daughters both played it, but each card will have something else. Something that is bigger than your palm, or something that has the same beginning sound as bug. So each one of these, she goes through, she gets to learn a little bit, and it kind of gets her thinking as she goes through the game. In order to play the game, they do come with instructions, but you would, let's say this is my card, you would take the card and you'd put it in the little viewer to hold it up, and then you'd set it. She'd look at it and you'd read it out to her, and then she'd run around and try to find something. And then once you found something, you move it behind and you go to the next one. Then you just keep going. So we did that one. And both of those were ones that were easy. And like I said, my kids, well, they get to play together, and even my 13-year-old can join in. Might not be on his level, it might not be as much fun, but he still gets to play with his siblings. And that's how we've passed the time this week, since we've pretty much been at home all week. These are the two games that they sent. Like I said, my husband's sick, so we can't host a party. I am hoping that later on we can get together with some friends or some family and we can try it out as a group. I think it would be fun. It would work really well in the homeschool group that I'm planning on working on next year. So be on the lookout. But in the meantime, I did include in the description, I did include a 15% off code. If you go to skillmatics.com, you can put in the code that's there and you can use that so you can order other games. They have a wide variety. And like I said, they're very learning focused. So all the games you're going to see, you're supposed to learn as you play, but you're supposed to do it in a fun way. They have them for various ages and different types. So I definitely hope you'll check them out. I would love to hear your comments on that. So if anybody wants to let me know what they're thinking, or if they have any questions, I will gladly answer them the best I can. My favorite to play was definitely the Guess in 10. But I did watch the girls play the Scavenger Hunt one. That one was pretty cool too. So that's the Skillmatics party that I have for you guys. And I hope you are having fun this week. We are getting so much closer to Christmas. Who knew this year was going to pass by as quickly as it has? Um, can't wait to hear from you all and be on the lookout for the blog review. I promise it will be coming. I'm working on it probably tomorrow. So enjoy, and I will be looking forward to hearing from y'all later. Have a good night, guys. Bye.